So we're doing OpenStax Statistics Chapter 7, and we're going to talk about an example with weights. So this is the last tab in the workbook. You can always access the OpenStax textbook. If you look in the description of the video, you can find a link. Also, you can reference the Excel file for free at divideandconquermath.com. So this example has been worked out because I think this is kind of a challenging example. So I'm going to just kind of walk you through, though, the idea behind it. Okay, so we have a manufacturer produces 25-pound lifting weights. So the lowest actual weight is 24 pounds and the highest weight is 26 pounds. Each weight is equally likely, so the distribution of weights is uniform, and a sample of 100 weights is taken. So, first question, what is the distribution for the weights of one 25-pound lifting weight? What is the mean and standard deviation? So this question is actually interesting because this is going to force us to think about different distributions. So when we're talking about one weight, there's nothing about means in this, right? So this whole chapter has been about means, and now we're talking about something that's just one. So we need to be able to always think through when we are analyzing individual data points versus when we are analyzing individual means. And so in this case, if I'm talking about one 25-pound lifting weight from this distribution, I'm actually using the uniform distribution. And we're told that the uniform distribution in this case goes from 24 to 26. So we have a set of formulas associated with the uniform distribution. You may have already forgotten them, but I swear we do have them. You can go back and reference them. So the mean is calculated by taking the highest and lowest values, add them together, divide by 2, so you just find the average of them. And then the standard deviation is given by taking the square root of the highest value minus the lowest value squared, all of that divided by 12, and then you take the square root of all that. So when we're just talking about one weight, we are talking about this mean and this standard deviation, and we're working within the confines of the uniform distribution. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. What is the distribution for the mean weight of 100 25-pound lifting weights? So now we are making a shift here. So we have this population of weights, and they could be somewhere between 24 and 26 pounds. And we're taking a group of 100 of them, and now we're finding the means. So this is moving us into that sampling distribution of means. And so we have to just be a little bit careful here. So first of all, as we're moving into this, so my mean is still going to be my same mean in my individual, just from my original distribution. My standard deviation, so that's the standard deviation for my uniform distribution, and now I've got an n of 100. So what I'm trying to say is, this is given data. This is what we're working with. This is our starting point. And from here, we want to move this into that sampling distribution of means. So now, moving from the uniform distribution, knowing that I have sets of 100 weights, the mean, as I move into the sampling distribution of means, will be 25. That comes from the uniform distribution. And my standard deviation is calculated in the same way that we've always done it. You take your standard deviation divided by your square root of whatever your sample size is. So now, if I'm talking about means, I move into my sampling distribution of means, and this is the data that I'm going to work with. So now notice what the last question is. Find the probability that the mean actual weight for the 100 weights is less than 24.9. Okay, so this is now talking about doing probability on means, right? So which data set am I working with? The uniform distribution data or the sampling distribution of means? Well, we're talking about means, so we're using this data here. So as far as finding this probability that x is less than 24.9, so now that I know which distribution to call from, I'm just going to plug in my 24.9, I use my mean, I use my standard deviation, bada bing, bada boom, we're good to go. Okay, so now I have just two more questions here. So now let's say I want to find the probability that the mean actual weight for the 100 weights is greater than 25.2. Okay, so I would recommend that you give that one a try. Maybe pause here and hit play when you're ready. So I am trying to find this metric here now. as a reminder, so there is a drawback with Excel. I can't write that this should really be an X bar, but we'll just kind of run with it. So I am calculating from the right in this case, but I'm still going to use my 1 minus norm.dist. So now I'm going to have 25.2. I'm going to use my mean, my standard deviation, and true. And so I get this 0.000266. And finally, find the 90th percentile for the total weight of the 100 weights. Okay, so again, I would recommend you pause here, give it a try. Let's make sure you've got it, and then hit play when you're ready. Okay, so just real quick, so I just want to kind of draw a visual here. So I've got my mean of 25, and we're trying to find that 90th percentile for the total weight of 100 weights. Okay, so we do actually want to be a little bit careful with how this is worded, because actually this almost just got me too. So I was just about to draw the wrong distribution, so sorry about that. Let's see, let me get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. Okay, so notice that this says for the total weight of 100 weights, not a mean weight. So when we're talking about total weight, that is now going back into sums. And so since we're talking about sums, now we have to get new data, right? So my mean and my standard deviation, when I'm talking about a distribution of sums, that is calculated just slightly different. So in this case, my mean will be 25 times my n, so my mean times my n, so that's going to be 2,500. And my standard deviation is going to be calculated by taking the square root of n times my standard deviation. So now, if I want to talk about total weight, so that's like sums, a sum of weights, here's the data that I want to use. So let me redraw this now. And sorry, this is kind of not the best drawing because I'm drawing on a weird angle. Okay, so now I have this 2,500 here. And we're talking about 90th percentile. So I'm talking about having this 90% of the weight. And so I want to figure out what is this point here. And so to do that, I can use my norm.inverse function. So I have my 90th percentile, but I'm going to use this mean and this standard deviation, and so then I get 2507.399, and you can round that appropriately. And so that's it for that.